Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? Butch Tarot here. I am going to be doing your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. Just a heads up, I'm gonna be having gum in my mouth. I won't chew, I promise. I just like having it there. Maybe it's too much information, but I recently quit smoking. And it's one of the most mentally challenging things I think I've done in a long time. But I like to have, I don't know why, but just gum being in my mouth. But like I said, I promise I won't chew it. I know that can be very obnoxious. Just if you ever see it, or if you probably won't even know it's there. I'm just letting you know I'm not one of those people. It's kind of like the hardest thing I feel with quitting smoking is it's kind of like a routine. It's like it's a habit of the going through the motions. So I find gum really helps. But anyway, with all that nonsense, like I said, too much information probably. With all that out of the way, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Aquarius? What message do we have for Aquarius? All right, Aquarius. Well, take a seat because we're going to get into it. So, what I see coming towards you now, for some of you, this may be someone you just met, but this is definitely a new energy. So, if you just met them, great. For the rest, it is someone you're going to meet because, like I said, it is a new energy. I feel like with this person, I feel like you just have the same mindset. You know, I feel like you find it very easy to just talk to this person about anything. You know, right off the rip, you know, I feel like you're just, you know what I mean by that same mindset? Like you find humor in the same things. You can joke about things. You may even have some inside jokes. You know, but I feel like you're very comfortable very quickly is what I'm seeing off the beginning with this person. Like you can, you know, be very open with this person. And even furthermore, we have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like not only being open with this person, and then the Eight of Swords in reverse, you know, they're not holding back. And it kind of, when someone is as free, and I feel like this person is very free, when someone's that free, it almost like gives you like, you know, it welcomes freedom. You know, when someone's just kind of telling you whatever they feel, whatever they want to say, it just kind of, you know, invites you to that type of connection, and it can be very opening. And I feel like kind of trying to explain that. You know, when someone just gets you and you just get them and you can just be yourself, You know, there's no expectations and no judgment. It's just being yourself. We can find a lot of solace in that. You know, find a lot of pleasure in it as well. You know, now, also with this person, like I said, I mean, very open, very honest. You have that right off the beginning with this person. There's no hidden agendas. I feel like they're very honest about what they want. You know, they're very honest about everything. And that's one thing. I apologize for coughing. I know some people listen to headphones. I'm sorry. You know, that's one thing that sets this person apart from anyone else. You know, I feel like this is not like anyone you met before, and it makes them very interesting because they don't seem to possess that part of them where they're being sneaky. Like I just feel like there's like it's almost it's a form of freedom. You know, just being with someone that's that free, and not only free but fearless. Like I said, I feel like this person is very direct. You know, and I feel like they're carefree, they're fun. You know, this is someone I feel like is gonna make you laugh, and you're gonna have a good time with this person, and you're never really gonna know what you're gonna get from them. You know, I see all these opportunities presenting itself. You know, this is just the beginning. Again, sorry. You know, this is just the beginning of this connection. And it's very intense right off the beginning, like I said. I mean, it's very inspiring. And it happens very quickly. I'm so sorry. Probably one of the downfalls of quitting smoking, but we'll get over it. Like I said, very inspiring. You know, and it helps us move quickly. You know, inspiring in the way that, like I said, sorry, my Christmas mug. Like I said, when we're around certain people, and I think we all know that at least one person that we met, where even if you don't know them very well, you just feel very comfortable, and you can talk about things with that person, do things with that person, and do things around that person that you normally wouldn't do around someone unless you got to know them. But they just inspire that free spirit. And that's one thing I feel like you're really going to click with this person. You know, and I see some steamy romance. You know, I see you know, we have the Sagittarius energy with that Knight of Wands. I see a little bit of steamy romance. You know, a little bit hot and heavy. But it's not just that. You know, I feel like you're going to have a great friendship with this person. Now, I do get the sense it starts off more like I don't want to say friends with benefits, because I don't really feel like it's quite there. You know, friends with some saucy side. I don't know that's a thing. You know, and I mean, one thing I'm seeing with this, and I feel like I really need to say this, I'm not seeing this as something long term. I'm not seeing longevity, but I'm not seeing an end either. So take that for what it is. You know, I just feel like there's a lot of happiness, you know, with that Sun card. And I feel like there's a development of trust between the two of you. So, but like I said, I'm not going to lie to you and say this is your forever person. I feel like this person is going to be in your life for a while. And energies can always change. But I feel like you have an amazing connection. And it's almost like just living in the moment. You know, that's what I'm seeing here. Live in the moment. And again, I'm not saying there isn't a future here. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, yeah, they're going to ride off in the sunset. This is your white horse. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that because I don't see it. And I'm not going to sit here and just sugarcoat it and you know, fill this read with rainbows and butterflies. But again, I'm not seeing an end either. So, you know, I just feel like this person, they like being with you. They like being around you. And they know what they want. When they want something, they go after it. You know, and like I said, I mean, I feel like you're going to have a great time with this person. I feel like there's a lot of freedom that comes with this. And some new doors opening up. Maybe some adventures as well. Because you never really know what you're going to get with this person. But one thing I can tell you, and this is something I can say, I mean, this is a win all the way around. You know, this may not be your forever person, but it's not going to be the person that you're afraid to date after because of, you know? Does that make sense? But again, I really don't, I want to stress this. I'm not seeing an end, but I'm not seeing a future. So I feel like a lot of this is still up in the air. But I am seeing the present and the close future, and I feel like you're gonna have a great time with this person. You know, and not only that, but there's this great cerebral connection, this great physical connection, and I feel like there's a friendship as well, and it is something that you're gonna want to nurture, and they're gonna nurture it as well. You know, like I said, this is one of those relationships where I tell people, don't worry about the future, enjoy the now. Because I see a hell of a lot of enjoyment. You know, that's one thing with reads is I don't oversell it. I don't want to oversell it. I tell you what's here. I'm not seeing anything that indicates a future, but I'm not seeing anything that indicates there won't be one. Just kind of, that's still up in the air. That's up to you and them. But like I said, they're not like anyone you've ever met before. And, you know, there is an establishment of trust which says, I mean, there's always there's a chance for something more. You know, but I feel like in the beginning it's more like a friends with a side of sauce. No labels needed here. That's what I'm feeling. If I'm going to be honest with you, if I'm going to be completely honest, I'm seeing no labels needed. You know, that's what keeps ringing in my ears. With this person, we have Sagittarius, we have Leo, we have some Aries. You know, I am getting some Cancer and some Scorpio. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You know, not every person you meet is going to be the one. But what I meant by that, when I said that this may not be the one, but it's not going to be the one that you remember for the wrong reasons either. You know that one person you dated that when you think of a terrible relationship, you think of that person, how they treated you or how they screwed you over or whatever. You know, those bad memories that person, when you think about them, evokes that almost for some people that anger or, you know, regret. That's not going to be this person. That's what I meant by that. You know, this isn't going to be the person that you compare the low end of the scale to. I don't know. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Sometimes things make sense to me, and I feel like for a lot of you out there, you get me, and I love that about you because you're here with me. Sometimes my brain works in mysterious ways, and it comes up with things sometimes that when I'm saying them, I'm thinking, does people get it? I'm a bit different. I feel like that's why I connect so well with my Aquarius friends. You know, one of my good buddies, um, I met him years and years ago, and we were out somewhere, and I think it was a hockey game at a pub. You know, we went out for wings with some other buddies, and I remember he was sitting. He knew a buddy of mine, so he was there. And I remember I said something, and I remember beer came in his nose. Like, he just started laughing. And from that moment, I knew that he got it. And every time I see him, we have like a billion inside jokes. You know. But he's a great buddy of mine. And just little things, like I want to give you an example. There's this show called Letterkenny. I don't know if you've ever seen it. You probably don't. Maybe you don't. You know, I know a lot of people that are not from Canada, but if you ever get a chance to watch it, it's really funny. It's just kind of like a stupid funny show. But there's a part when they say "to be fair," and then everybody else goes "to be fair," and they like, that was horrible. Just forget I said that. But you know, they kind of like sing it, and every time I say that or he says it, me or him say it that way. It's just like little inside jokes. Like, he could just be talking random. And I remember we were out one night, and we were at a buddy's bachelorette or bachelor party, not bachelorette party, bachelor party. And I remember he was there, and I was talking to somebody in a different group altogether, and I said "to be fair," and then I just heard him over there say it and crack me up. Like, he just gets me. And it's always nice to be surrounded by people that get your weirdness. But anyway, I talked enough. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.